Today we talk about how our heights affect our Wing Chun. Hey, welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and answering training related questions. My name is Edgar, and this is episode 106. No, 6 will look like this, right? 6 of Practice Wing Chun. Today we're going to talk about how our heights affect our Wing Chun. So height is related to also how our ranges between us and the opponent. And closing a distance is really important in Wing Chun because that's where we're most comfortable and able to be effective. But the amount of distance required to close that distance varies from person to person because everyone has a different height and a different reach. And I realized this when my Sifu demonstrated a technique that requires stepping in. When I tried doing the technique, it didn't have the same impact that my Sifus did. I mean, I followed the technique move for move. I even followed the same steps and foot placement. That's why I noticed that our stepping was different. Because even though I was following him step for step, move for move, foot to foot, it was different because he's taller than me. So he can place his foot right in front of the opponents and complete the move. But for me, I need to go further and step in, between, and through my opponent's feet and complete the move if I want to have the same effect as my Sifu's when he did the technique. So as a shorter person, I really have to close that distance. And this means a lot more than just stepping in. It means to step in to not only reach my opponent with my strikes, but also to generate enough power with the distance I have. So let me try to show you what I mean by using the portable training dummy. So now that I step in and I am close enough, I'm close enough to strike. The problem is my power is limited to what I have here. The distance, the slack I have to kind of generate that force, that momentum, that torque to attack isn't really great. It's just enough to maybe push them a little bit, maybe annoy them a little bit, which we don't want to do, right? So I actually have to really step in enough so that I have enough torque to remove my dummy or my opponent in this case. This also means I have to work extra hard to make sure that my technique is on point because I have to fully commit when I'm stepping in to my opponent because I'm going into their space where they're most guarded. So if my technique is bad and my defense fails and I can't get past my opponent's guard, I'm just setting myself up for failure. And I don't want to fail. I just want to go in, finish it, and done. So if you're having trouble understanding why some of your strikes or techniques aren't effective, it may be solved by finding the perfect range between you and your opponent. So think about your distance the next time you're training with your partner. Now, my question for you is, are you tall or short? And do you notice your range difference between yours and your opponent's? Let me know in the comments. So last week, I mentioned that I was only going to miss one episode, but I lied because I had a really exhausting flight back from LA where I just did not have the energy to do anything that day. I was just kind of trying to recover. Traveling is exhausting. But moving forward this week, everything should be back to normal. And thank you for your continued support and you just watching every episode. It means a lot to me and I really appreciate it. Thank you. So, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe and until next time, keep training.